Welcome to my video. This is Eckogen. I'll be going over the mechanics of Kamahage, the first boss in Dreamsong Theater. Now before everyone jumps in to attack the boss, you need to figure out who will take on the role of marker. And to become the role of marker, they have to be the last person who hits the boss. Unfortunately, there's no visual cue or any way to confirm marker status other than being the last person hitting the boss. It's a very important role, and we will discuss that once it hits phase. So let's go over the attack rotation. It's going to do a 2-hit frontal swipe, blockable. The second hit will cause knock-up. Unblockable frontal slam. The tank should go behind the boss after the second attack to keep the third attack directed away from the party, as he does an unblockable 2-hit back slam that causes knockback. AoE spin that's unblockable and causes stun and knocks back. Unblockable AoE slam that causes knock up. Short range frontal punch that's unblockable. If the tank is standing at 3 meters, they should be able to avoid that attack. The last attack is his triple frontal slam that stuns and knocks back. It's unblockable, and that's the entirety of his attack rotation. The boss does have a range check, so the tank must always remain within melee range. Mechanics happen at 70 and 40% in normal mode. When he hits the health threshold, he's going to jump to the center of the room. And when he lands, it's going to cause an AoE that knocks up. You want to iframe that. And then at any time, do not use your tab. You need to save your tab for mechanics. So the message, Kamahage has summoned a Spectral Sword, will appear. He'll spawn 5 circles in a clockwise manner, 1 at a time. The starting circle will always be random. Next, you'll see the message, Kamahage releases power. So ideally you want a summoner or an assassin to sheath the 1-hit AoE. The 5 people who are designated to go to their circles need to go to their circles ASAP. They'll have a fire buff. So once they go to that circle, they'll be dazed and trapped, and then their buff will be cleansed. Now if you look just above the boss, you'll see a down arrow on a person up there. So that is the marker person. So marker will go to circle 1, and number 1 will then tab. So number 1 must wait for the marker before tabbing. The tab will activate the circle and gives everyone within the circle a fire buff, and it resets your skills. The circle will animate and disappear. When the circle animates, everyone in that circle needs to get to the edge of it and then SS to the next circle. So now they're in circle 2. Number 2 will then tab. That will trigger the circle. Everyone gets to the edge, and then the SS to the next circle. So when tabbing and SSing to the next circle, notice how they're doing it just before the boss jumps and dives with his sword. So you want to repeat until the 5th and final circle. Doing it correctly will give the marker a flame protection buff, which in turn will give that buff to the rest of the party. So that way when the boss finally lands on the 5th and final circle, we will not die from that. CC bar will open up. This is where you want to stun the boss. It'll say Kamahage absorbs the released power, so he'll do a 1-hit AoE. If you don't CC right here, he'll do a 5-hit AoE, and the 5th hit will cause a knockback. And that's the entirety of his mechanics. So From there, depending where his health is, he'll either do his regular attack rotation, or he'll jump immediately into the next phase. 40% phase is exactly the same as 70% phase. So that's the mechanics of Kamahage, the first boss in Dreamsong Theater. I will of course include the mechanics in the video description. That's where you'll also find my social links. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Peace out.